Take me home to the land that I'm from, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. I don't know why that is stuck in my head today. Oh, good morning, everybody. I don't even know if that was the correct words. So, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, shit. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Come on in. Bring yourselves in. And if you are in Texas, are you okay? Are you currently swimming? Are you okay? I know that there are some of my students that wanted to join in that are being affected by Hurricane Beryl, so I'm like, please come so that you can tell me if you're okay. Hi, Stephanie. Hello. Hello. How are ya? I haven't even really thought about what I want to do today, so that's good. That's a good start. Hey, Rain. Before we, do things, because I just admitted, I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Here's how I usually figure out what I'm going to do, which I think is a pretty good method for like home practice and stuff. I usually like to review the week before, and this is, of course, laboring under the assumption that you moved your body last week. Sometimes I don't do that, so. Okay, so I start to think about, what did I do last week and what needed some work, So I was working on some back bends last week and I was like, everything feels a little tight. So maybe we work on back bends. But I'm always willing for hearing out requests as we slowly start to hop in together. So think about it. I just realized I didn't connect this other cord. Cord? What is it called? A cable? That's the word. Cable. I need to connect a cable to my other camera. I see Rain just talked about neck feels tight. Yeah. My neck was feeling really awful last Friday. So I'm super down to do some neck stuff if you guys are super down for neck stuff. That can always give us a lot of good options to play with. So back bends and neck stuff go hand in hand pretty well. Okay. We can do, since usually when we're doing things like back bends, that usually means that also we're gonna do, folds to counter them. So we can do some back bends and folds today. I'll give you a couple more minutes, everybody that's just hopping on, talking about what we're working on. Yeah, I just want to like reset my body, get myself feeling ready for the week. I've got a big week. For my online loves, we'll have, obviously today, we'll have our beginners class on Thursday, and then we're going to do bar on Saturday. So get ready. And then I have lots of in-person classes this week as well as privates, so it's going to be a busy one. But that's good. I feel ready for it. I feel prepared. All right, I'm putting the hair up. That means we're ready to go. For class, let's have a couple of blocks. And I want to start with that block right away. And we'll do that neck release that I did with Rain. That was a good one, getting into our occipitals. All right, let's make sure this other camera's working fine. Oh no, Nicolette. I tore some ligaments in my other good, no. Oh my God, honey, I'm so sorry. That makes me sad. No. Okay, we'll take it easy today. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good. Fuck. Everybody be nice to your shoulders today. Okay. Let's go. This will give myself some more. Not rave mode. Let's see how this looks. Looks good. Burps sound good. I still kind of have things set up from when it was both me and Kamar in class, so, you know, we've got what we've got going on right now. We have 4 blocks. You don't need 4 blocks. I just like having 4 blocks around. So we'll start with one of these as we lay down. And we'll place this block underneath your head. Now, I want the edge of the block to go right into the place where, like, the curvature of your skull meets your neck. So anatomically, this is our suboccipitals, right? I'm really sensitive in my suboccipitals. Like, when I get body work done, I'm like, pretend you're massaging the neck of a baby because it just feels really tight in there. So this is a self-release technique I like to do. So I create a bit of a chin tuck and then I move my head from left to right. Now I'm on a cork block. Cork blocks are very hard. This probably would feel a lot nicer on a foam block, but you'll be okay. Just kind of be gentle. You can take out some of that chin tuck intensity to modify it. Good, so we'll just keep releasing our neck for about 10 or 15 more seconds. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, we'll meet ourselves all the way back in center. And then we'll take the block with our hands. We'll push it all the way straight up above us. I want you to turn the block to its medium setting. So that means the biggest part of the square is facing the crown of your head. Grab the outer edges and bring the block right above your heart. Now here, Nicolette, maybe this is something that doesn't feel good for you, and maybe you just keep the block right here. But we're going to take this block up and overhead. Now press your low spine into the ground, knit your ribs together, and then return the block over, yeah? So a bit of a core exercise. Nothing super mind-blowing here, but core work doesn't have to be like hell portal opening to be effective, especially when we're talking about posture. Lately, the past few weeks, I've been getting, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, I've been getting like random compliments on my posture. Just like people are like, bro, I would kill for your posture. And I swear to God, it's doing just really subtle things like this. So when we're in, positions where we're not really engaged, maybe we're even at rest, and we're still able to think about our spinal positioning, what our abdominals are doing. Good, we'll do 2 more. Great, last one. Now keep the block above your heart, press into your feet, lift your hips into a bridge position. Focus on lengthening your tailbone down, squeezing your glutes. And for a moment here, just press the ball of the heel into the ground and lift up your toes and big toe ball mounds. Nice. Keep them just like that. Hinge from the hips lower, tap the glutes, and then lift it back up. Great, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. Great, last one. Lower your hips all the way down. Lengthen your legs to the front of your space. Take a breath in, reach the block up and overhead once more. And with your exhale, let's curl up all the way to a seated position. Nice. Now twist, turn this block to the left-hand side without the hips shifting out of place, and then come back to center. Twist towards the right. Again, no blocks or no hips shifting out of place. And then take it back towards center and roll your way down. I'm silly today. Take the blocks up and overhead, breath in. Exhale, lift up. Nice, twist left, twist right, and roll back down. We're gonna do this one more time. Twist left, twist right, and then one of 2 things are gonna happen here. You're gonna fold forwards, maybe you just ditch the block off to the side, or you take the block past your feet to the bottom and work your forward fold from here. All right, we'll bring ourselves all the way back up. We'll bend into our knees here, and then we're gonna roll through to tabletop position. You can sit off to one side, cross your shin bones and work through, but we will meet on all 4s. Now, once we're in our tabletop position, let's work our cat-cow. So hands are gonna be right underneath our shoulders. Create your back bend. And then push, round, and contract. I know that this is a super basic beginner move, but I tried to make all of these moves as intentional as possible. So for example, when I'm reaching my heart space forward, I'm trying to draw the shoulder blades together, find engagement all the way through my spine. And when I'm contracting, I'm really wanting to think about pulling in, looking towards my navel. Good work. We'll meet back into a neutral tabletop position. We'll extend our right leg back behind us and then lift up our leg. Good. To give us more glute engagement, let's tap the top of the foot down and then lift back up. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When that leg is lifted up, curl the knee in towards the chest and round your spine. Re-extend the leg, option to repeat that 4 more times, or add the left arm extending and taking your contraction with the arm. Good, 2 more. Nice, last one. Bring the hand down if it's lifted, extend that leg back behind you, and then curl it in 1 more time. Tuck your left toes and step back into downward facing dog with both of the feet onto the earth. Take some stretch through the side of the body. Activate through your shoulders, wiggle out through your hips a bit. Find your inhales and your exhales. Now lift up high onto the heels, bend your knees, see the front of your mat, and step both of your feet to the front. Hip width distance, let yourself hang, let gravity take hold. Now bone by bone, let's roll ourselves up towards standing. Nice. All right, so we're gonna work into our sun A's here. If you're going to stay hip width distance, I suggest taking a block right now and placing it between your thighs. Traditional, standing with your legs together, arms are going to reach up towards the ceiling. Breath in. Exhale, open twist towards the right-hand side. Remember those seated twists we were doing? Think about those same concepts with the hips. Reach the arms back up, breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, this left hip bone, trying to continue bumping forwards. Reach both of your arms back up. Inhale, breath. And with your exhale, fold forwards. If you have a block between your thigh, remove it now. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank position. Find your little glide forwards. Take a bend, push up, and back up into your high plank. Let's do that 2 more times. Last time. Good, lower all the way down to your stomach. And then let's work through our low cobras. So hands are gonna be by your side body. I like to go in alignment with like my nipple line. Feet hip width distance, press the tops of the feet into the ground. Peel up your head and your heart. Nice, return the heart space back down. Walk the hands back a little bit. And again, peel up head, peel up heart. Maybe give a little more pressure into the hands. And take it back down. 1 more time, we're gonna go all the way through to upward facing dog. So lift up head and heart. Start to push through the arms, lifting up the thighs. Great. And then take it back into your downward facing dog. All right, let's take it back forwards, tabletop position, and we'll do all that on the other side. Left leg extends back, and we'll take those leg lifts, waking up our posterior chain. Lift. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Lengthen out, option to add in the arm, so right arm reaches forward, pull it in. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Return right hand to the ground, tuck right toes, step back into downward facing dog. Reset through this inversion, letting the crown of the head spill to the earth. That feeling of stretch through the back line, that strength through the shoulders. We'll lift up heels, bend knees, see the front. Step to the front. See if your opposite dominant foot that you like to step with can lead that charge. Hang heavy again, let gravity take hold. And then we'll roll ourselves up to standing. Now, same thing, you can work block between your thigh for this twist or bringing the legs together. We'll reach our arms up, inhale, breath. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back up. With your exhale this time, take your arms into a goalpost position and open up chest towards the ceiling, so standing back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank position, and we're just gonna go through chaturanga. So glide forward, bend your elbows to 90, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of the feet. And then exhale, find your downward facing dog, lift up your hips. Once more, taking your little reset. All right, let's work our way back to the front of our mat from here. If you want to work your hops, lift the heels, bend into your knees, grip into your fingertips, and explode from the back of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. With your inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, reach back up. Open twist to the left. Now reach the arms back up and sit back into a chair position. So knees bending, arms reaching. Let's go for another open twist. Right arm back, left arm forwards. This is where the knee slippage happens a lot. So really think about those knees working together. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. If you want to work your step backs, you can. If you want to play with your hop backs, bend into the knees. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's start to add in some more, shall we? Take an inhale breath here. And with your exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Open up the front line of the body by dipping the hip down. Good. And with your exhale, step your left foot next to the right. Find your halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair position. Exhale, chair fly. Sweep your arms behind you. Inhale, rise up towards standing. Exhale, twist to the right-hand side. Nice. Now bring yourselves back up, inhale. And with your exhale, let's step back into a low lunge. So take your fold and step your left foot towards the back of your space. Lower your left knee down, untuck the toes if that feels comfortable. Blocks can come with you here by your side body, and you'll lift up through your heart space. So our goal here is to get into the front of the left side hip flexor. Take your breath in. And exhale, find a hamstring stretch. Good, right away, pull it back forwards into your lunge. And back into your hamstring. Back into your lunge. And into the hamstring. One more time, take it back into your lunge position. Great. Take your arms up and overhead. Try to grab for your left wrist and side bend over towards the right. Nice work. Take it back through center, release the hands down. Tuck back toes, lift up your back knee. Blocks can get used here to help you create space. We're gonna go into three-legged dog. If you know you can do that from here without your blocks, plant hands to the ground, make space with your core, and lift right leg up towards the ceiling. Right away, open up your hip, bend into your knee, and take some circles. Good. Return the right foot down towards the ground. Take an inhale breath. And with your exhale, step left foot forwards between the hands. Inhale, open up heart space to the front, just like you're doing your cow position. And then exhale, step the feet forwards. With your inhale, find a halfway lift. Good. And with your exhale, forward fold. With your inhale, rise into your tall standing position. Good, and then take it into your seated chair, so bending into your knees. Sweep both of your arms behind you, sink a little bit deeper. Good. Rise all the way back up towards standing and take your twist to the left. Sweep arms back up. And with your exhale, we're gonna step back to our low lunge. Now left foot at the front. So after you fold, step your right foot back. Lower the knee down. Maybe you grab blocks, maybe you don't. And open up front line. Good. Again, most of our focus here is to get into the hip flexors. All right, take it back. Hamstring stretch. And then forward into our lunge. Back into your hamstring stretch. Forward into your lunge. We'll do this one more time. All right, let's take our arms up. We'll grab for the right wrist, side bend over towards the left. That way we get deeper into the psoas. Back to center and release down. Prepping for three-legged dog transition. Tuck your toes, lift up your knee, and three-legged dog. Elevate, open up your hip, bend into your knee. Take your circles here. Nicely done. We'll return back to downward facing dog, and we'll continue to build. So things will look just a little bit different here. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, step right foot between your hands. With your inhale, open up heart to front. Exhale, step left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, chair position. Bend into your knees, reach your arms, upper hand corner. Good. Exhale, fly the arms back. Inhale, rise to standing. Right. We're actually going to lift up our left leg now. So single-legged mountain. And we're going to take this into a twist to the left-hand side. So originally we were twisting to the right. Now let's twist to the left. So left arm back, right arm is forward. You can hang on to the outside of your thigh. And where you are looking can help you a lot with your balance. Sometimes looking forward is just the thing you need to feel balanced. Now here comes a big transition. We're gonna go from here into a low lunge twist. So release, take the left leg back, and try to land the foot and hand at the same time. Right arm reaches skywards. Take a breath in. Exhale, rise, and move all the way to warrior two. So very twisty and pivoty on that back foot. Inhale, reverse, gain some side body space. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, reaching the right arm up and back. Great. Exhale, let's take it through to triangle. So shift the hips a little bit off center. Right hand can super lightly rest on your thigh. I know people are so weird about this, but I say as long as you're not dumping your weight, you have nothing to worry about. Stay strong through your quadricep. If anything, let it be a muscle check. Give that muscle a little encouragement. Come on, baby. Come on with me today. If you've got more depth in your triangle, feel free to take it. All right, everybody. Let's rebend back into our front knee. We'll square off towards the front of your space. Turn and pivot onto the toes. Extend your right leg back behind you, three-legged dog. And then roll forwards and move through your chaturanga, ekapada, upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take your inhale breath. Exhale, step left foot forwards. Inhale, open up through your front line. Exhale, step right foot forwards. Halfway lift, inhale breath. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend into your knees, sweep your arms, upper hand corner. Exhale, fly the arms back. Oh, I see Naz is here. Rise up towards standing, lift up your right leg, single-legged mountain. And then let's open twist to the right. Good. Your left hand can find its little spot onto your right leg. If balance feels weird, try to find a drishti point or focus point that helps you stay stable, or stable-ish. All right, now from here we're gonna work all the way down to our low lunge twist. So start your transition. See if foot and hand can land close to the same time. Left arm reaches skywards. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, move into warrior two. So use your core to lift you up. Pivot through the feet, reach back. Nice, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, let's go through triangle. So hips, a little bit of an adjustment here. Again, like I said, I don't think it's the end of the world to touch your thigh, as long as you're not dumping your weight there. Let all of the strength come from the hips, come from the core. Nicely done. Let's rebend into our front knee. Hands find the ground, ekapada chaturanga. So once you plant, get your extension back. Ooh, upward facing. And then with your exhale, downward facing dog. Now this can be your super not restful resting pose if you want a true rest pose, child's position, rock pose, right? Or if you want to get a little bit more into your shoulders with me today, let's go for dolphin. So lowering our forearms down towards the ground and trying to seek an 11 shape with your arms. If you start finding your arms uncontrollably splaying out, there's a couple things you can do, or at least I like to do, to help that. So first I like to do what I call arm lock. So I like to bring my forearms face down, so my palms are facing up towards me. And I just like rolling left to right. It's a little weird with a watch on, but we'll survive, right? Now, once I feel like my arm flesh and muscle are locked to the inside, so it's difficult for me to push out any further, then I'll rotate my hands down to the ground. If that still isn't helping, you can use one of your blocks. And I like to bring it on its lowest level and place it into the L of my hands, so pointer and thumb. Really good strength and endurance exercise here for your shoulders. We'll be here for about 15 more seconds if you want to intensify further with me. See if you can look forward and tap the nose towards your fingers. So dolphin push-ups. We'll go for 8. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done, everyone. Bring your knees down towards the ground. And let's sit all into a kneeling position here together. Give your arms a little shake out. Nice. Okay, let's give our arms a little bit of a test here. We're going to stand up onto our knees. I'm going to just organize myself at the front of my mat. Okay, and I'm going to go for a lot of pelvic length here. So we're not like standing with our ass out. Try to feel, I know it's like kind of, we have to really be conscious of this type of engagement, but really lengthening your tailbone down. This is where the postural muscles come in, right? Okay, arms are going to go out by our side, and then we'll take our right arm up, our left hand down, and I want you to bend into the elbows and see if you can touch your fingertips together. No big deal if you can't. Release, take it around, same thing other side. We're going to do this for a couple of rounds. Good, one more round. Again, watch the pelvis. I just caught myself not doing. Woo. Nice. And then when our arms are back out to the side, let's take the hands to our low back and work through camel pose, Ustrasana. So this is where we really want to focus on that posterior tilt. Toes can stay flat, or you can give them a tuck and start to work yourself into back bend. Good. Maybe you reach back for your heels and think about pushing the hips forward, over the knees, even beyond the knees. Head can stay looking forward, or you can look back. Nice. Let's bring you all the way back up. Take your hands onto the ground. If your toes aren't tucked, tuck them now. And push yourself back into a halfway lift. So lengthening out through your spinal column, walking the hands up onto the shins. Nice. And then take it into a forward fold. All right, hands are going to find the ground in front of you. Lean forward and take a hop back or step back, moving through your chaturanga. If you want to take this opportunity to play with a couple of handstand hops, you can. All right. Once we have made our way back into downward facing dog, we're going to start moving through this flow just a little bit differently. So lift up your right leg, open the hip, glide forward, and drop this right foot behind you, moving through your flip position. Nice. Maybe this right foot stays exactly where it's at. Maybe you're like, I'm going to see how close I can get it towards the front of my space. All right, let's bring it back around. And we're going to take a big step right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down to the ground or place a block underneath the thigh. We're going to get into lizard lunge and then quad stretch. So while you're here, go for any depth that makes sense for you. Oh my God, I love this song. I love Beach House. All right, if you're feeling ready for some quad work, I like to recommend just starting up on your hands and then working downwards from there. So let's start by just bending your left leg once or twice. See if that area of your body is willing to work with you today. And we'll do the twisted version, so reaching around, grabbing for the foot. Good, I'm gonna wing this out a little bit. In yin, this shape is called dragon. And I don't know if you guys watched House of Dragon last night, but holy smokes. There were some dragonanigans going on last night. Oof, oh my God. Oh my God, my quads. Wah. Okay, let's release this leg. You can keep the foot on the outside if you want to center it, that's fine. But give yourself a little relief by coming back into like a half splits. Nice, and then bring yourselves back forwards, heel toeing the foot towards the center if it isn't already. Tuck your back toe, lift up your back knee, and let's rise and stack all the way into a high crescent position. Arms are going to reach up, take your breath in. Exhale, open twist towards the right hand side. Inhale, exalted warrior. Left hand reaches up and over. Right hand finds your hamstring, maybe your calf, maybe your Achilles. Nice, maybe even play with straightening through your front leg. And we'll recover. I didn't die, and we'll work into warrior two. Inhale, find your reverse. Exhale, side angle, right? Maybe you start to take deeper depths here. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, Trikonasana triangle pose. Now, we worked this a couple weeks ago. Working a side body stretch from here. So left hand, maybe the hand cups those suboccipitals, right? And think about opening up your chest towards the ceiling. Trying to make sure I'm not smothering this microphone into my neck. So this is really good for me for training my alignment in my triangle, right? Because we're always trying to feel like we're getting as flat and as stacked as we can. All right, everybody, let's release. Bring a bend back into your front knee. And then let's work through our high to mid planks. Again, ekapatas, upward facing dog. And with your exhales, downward facing dog. Great, let's lift up our left leg. A little bit of a glide forward. Work your drop backs. Good, if you played with more forward motion on that foot, right? Lots of challenge to be there. Oh. And we'll take it back around. Left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. Good, you can work the knee down, get lizardy. I won't say any spoilers about House of Dragon, but it kind of makes me think of like, well, this is why people hate how Game of Thrones ended. This is why people get resentful. A lot of those moments last night. All right, speaking of dragons, if you worked your quad stretch with me, start to work your prep for that. All right, we'll release this leg if you've got it. Take your hamstring stretch release, so lengthen out through the left leg. Oh. All right, we'll bring it back forward. Center the leg if you haven't done so already. Tuck back toes, lift your back knee, rise and stack. We're in our high crescent position now. Arms reaching up and overhead. And we'll take it into our open twist towards our left. Now find your exalted. So left hand finds your hamstring as the right arm reaches up and overhead. Maybe you crawl back for more depth. Maybe you even play with your extension of the front leg. Great, bring it up and around. Warrior two, I felt way more controlled on that side. Inhale, reverse. Nice, exhale, side angle. Again, maybe you start to strive for some more depth in these. Inhale, reverse triangle. And then Trikonasana, triangle position. Now, if you work that bigger shoulder stretch with me, cupping the back of your head and thinking about trying to open up your side body towards the ceiling. Nicely done, let's release. We'll come back forwards and we can move through our high to mid plank. Again, upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. If you're in that child's pose with me, feeling like your breath is moving into the low back. All right. We're going to take ourselves into a block supported shoulder heart opener back bend combo. So I like to take my blocks onto their kind of like medium or brick level. And I want to put them shoulder width distance apart. This long backside of my upper arms, where my tricep is at, that's what's going to rest on top of these blocks. So this is going to be like a puppy pose, but with just a little extra intensity. If you're kind of minding your shoulders and you don't want to go that deep, you can also do this from essentially a child's pose position. Yeah, so you can kind of keep yourself hips towards heels. The only difference with this other one is the hips go forward over the knees. Yeah. So let's get set up. Kind of precarious, in my opinion, but I like to walk my elbows on, walk my knees back, and then start to lay my triceps onto the bricks. Good, last 3. All right, pull yourself forward, walk the knees forward, and then walk up onto the blocks with your hands. So to me, working bent arms is very different from working straight arms. I'm gonna do this next one, essentially the same thing, except my hands are now gonna be on low blocks, right? So I'm gonna walk my knees back, keeping my hips over the knees, and working into my comfortable depth. Active shoulders essential here. You can be forehead to the ground, chest and chin to the ground, more advanced. start to move yourself out of that shape. Oh. Give your shoulders a little break. And just lay onto your belly here for a moment. You don't have to be all spread eagle like me. I don't know why, it just feels good. All right, so we're going to work now our floor bow, and we're going to try to take ourselves then back into camel and some deeper versions from camel. So when I look at these two shapes, really to me the only difference I see is that one I'm on my knees and shins, the other I'm on my stomach. It's essentially the same exact shape. So if you feel like camel is freaking you out a little bit, work on your floor bow a lot, and it should be able to help and inform the other shape. Yeah? So we'll bring ourselves totally down onto our stomachs. We'll bring our knees into bent position, heels towards your bum. Give yourself a couple of little wiggles, windshield wiping your shins. And then we'll meet back in center. We'll try to bring our heels as close as we can towards our bums, and we'll reach back and try to grab the feet or the ankles. Take a little prep breath. And with your exhale, kick your feet into your hands. So that's going to lift you up a considerable amount, yeah? For a little bit extra lift there, try to think about lifting the thighs and knees up and off of the ground. Good work, let's release. Take your hands by your side, push yourself up. And then let's come forward and prep to do another round of camel. All right. Again, I know a lot of back bends, a lot of stuff going on. You guys are doing great. All right, so again, we're standing on our knees. If you need padding, give your mat a roll or two, especially if you're on a hard floor like me. And this one I'm gonna go for flat feet, just for that little extra bit of depth I'm looking for. So hands work onto the low back, push the hips forward, start to work back. Nice, maybe you stay right here. Maybe you start to just work the hands down the backs of the thighs. Now, I'm kind of doing a bit of, my brain's blanking a little bit. I believe it's called Kapotasana. So it's a deeper version of your camel position. So I'm just kind of working those preparations of leaning back, imagining like I'm getting my head towards my feet. Of course, you can take as many breaks as you want. All right, let's bring ourselves up. I always have like kind of like self-disassociative moments when I do back bends. I'm like, where am I? Am I even on camera right now? I don't know. We'll bring our legs in front of us. Let's just take some really gentle spinal wiggles. We're not quite ready, or at least I'm not, because I was doing those deeper folds. So I'm just going to go through some really gentle cat-cows. And then the next time I'm kind of cat-backed, I'll extend my legs forward, sit up tall, and then I'll fold forwards, Paschimottanasana. Feel like you're breathing into the back line, the side lines. We'll bring ourselves up, scoot down your mat, and we'll lay down onto our backs and do legs up the wall. Good, now I want to work our shoulder stands. So, modified versions, grabbing your block, lifting up your hips and placing that block underneath you. Ideally, I would even prefer that more with like a bolster or something a little bit softer. If you're ready to work your shoulder stand, pike the hips, lift them up and support the low back. Walking the shoulders and the elbows closer together will really help support you and keep you lifted here. Now legs can come up and overhead. So this is our plow position. When we're talking about neck stretches, this is one that can be really helpful for the back of your neck, but also just, you want to be really mindful with this one. So try to avoid looking left to right, just keep your focus forwards. And if your body's ready for more, you can play with bending one knee, the other knee, or both. All right, let's release out of this. Bring yourself down to the ground. Bring your feet to the earth, knock your knees together. And just let your sacrum release. Lengthen both of your legs to the front. Take your arms by your side, tucking the thumbs right underneath the smile lines of your butt cheeks. And then press into your forearms, lift up your heart, and take this into an upper back bend. Crown of the head is on the earth. I love this one for the front of the neck and the throat. Release, tucking your chin, and open yourself up into an X position. Bend your right knee, take a little twist. Oh, sometimes I like to support my, my low back with my right hand and assist myself into a twist. We'll do that on the other side. Oh. All right, 2 good adjustments today. We'll take 5 more breaths here. After that 5th breath, gather your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a little hug of appreciation. Everybody, I appreciate you so much showing up for these live streams, showing up for yourself, your practice, showing up for yourself as a student, showing up for yourself as a teacher. It's always an honor to guide you all. Thank you so much, and namaste. I kind of just want to be in this little ball for a while. I'm up. I'm up. I'm alive. Aw, thanks, Rain. You all did awesome. We did it. We did it, Joe. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. So nice, fun, busy week, like I mentioned. Got class Thursday. We have class Saturday. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you guys for beginners class Thursday, same time as this one. Or for bar on Saturday, also same time. Oh, so glad you made it, Shayla. You're so welcome. And it was kind of wild when you don't realize, like, damn, I'm tight back there. Especially if you're doing, so much extra training. Like, I know, I like to know everybody's workout routine. So thank you for posting them online. Just know I creep on all of you. Oh, Kate. Hi, Kate. It was so great having coffee with you yesterday. Me and Kate had delicious pour-overs together. I was so motivated when I got home. I did indeed wash my car. The car is clean. So that's the magic of caffeine. Let's see, what else we got on our schedule? I'm going to be doing a hybrid arm balance workout, not this Saturday, not the following, but the one after that, so July 27th. So what does hybrid mean? Hybrid means I'm going to be streaming it online, but also I'll make it available if people want to come train in person. So reach out if you want to do that. It's going to be a little earlier than normal just because it's hot and I want to, not finish when it's like hell degrees outside. So it's going to be at 9:30 in the morning here on the West Coast. So 11:30 if you're Central, 12:30 if you're East, 75 minutes. So talk to me if you want to do that. If you do come, I will make you a smoothie. I will hug you. I will maybe smooch. The best. Thank you so much again for your time and energy. Oh my God, same. It was so nice being around you. Oh my God, Shayla, I know. Me and Kamar were just like, and he totally like called that main thing that happened last night. And I was like, no, I don't want it to happen. And it indeed happened, so. God damn it. Oh, man. All is well when I have a show to fixate on. It's really when I'm thriving in my life. Thank you, HBO, not HBO, called Max now, but is HBO. Well, thanks you guys for hanging with me. Thanks for front bending and back bending and side bending and dragoning. If you come see me in person, tomorrow I'll be teaching in Hermosa Beach. I'll be doing some privates, teaching some in-person. So yeah, all the good things. All right, my darlings. Love you all so much. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have an amazing rest of your week. If I don't see you, I will see you next week, same time, same channel. Have an amazing rest of your day, y'all. Bye. You too, Nicolette. Send my best to little Marmalade, your little meditation timer. All right. See you.